Hi everyone. Okay, I'm going to teach you two things right now. I'm going to teach you how to quickly do some animation, and then I'm going to teach you how to mirror your vertices. The reason why I want to teach you a little bit of animation first is because if you do this, then you can test your model how it looks, and then you can change how the vertices are assigned to the bones, and that'll be a lot easier for you. So, um, I'm going to click on a bone, and I'm going to go to my motion menu here. And remember, if you click on any part of your Character Studio Biped, that the motion menu will pop up like this. And normally you're in figure mode, right? Well, you can actually turn off figure mode now that your character is weighted correctly. And you'll notice that new menus pop up down here. Now, when you're out of figure mode is essentially the default pose, so it's always going to go back to the default. And when you're out of figure mode, this is now like technically animation mode. So what I want you to do is go to key info, grab both upper arms like that, and I want you to hit the keyframe tool like that. Don't mind what I'm doing right now. I'm just getting that. So just grab both those upper arms and hit the key and go to key info in your motion menu and hit the red set key. And you'll notice that it creates a keyframe here at 0. You can use this timeline bar and move forward. And I want you to go to frame, like let's say 10, and hit that red key again, that set key. Now at frame 10, what we can do with both arms selected is we're going to use the rotate tool. We're going to rotate our arms slightly, one at a time. I'm going to rotate that down about 60 degrees, rotate this one down about 60 degrees, like that. And I'm going to click set key. I'm going to rotate your arm. As soon as you're done rotating, hit set key. And then when you go from frame 0 to 10, you have a quick little animation. I would suggest you do the same things for legs. And then like at frame, let's say 15, the arms go back up. Remember to hit set key. Do that, hit set key. And at frame 10, I'm going to grab both thighs and I'm going to set key for them. At frame 15, I'm going to grab one thigh, lift it up, set key, lift it up, set key. I'm not worrying about the feet right now. You can curve the feet if you really find it that distracting. You can just curve the feet and click key info, set key, curve the feet, set key. There you go. So this means we can see how the arms look like when they're bending down, and this will show me how the hips and legs are going to look when they're curved, like all the way up into like a split position almost. So now that that's a very basic intro to like just keyframing animations, just like using key info, then clicking set key, set key, set key, set key. Once you set, you should set all the Character Studio, grab all the bones in frame 0 and hit set key. That way they're all keyframed at frame 0 so that you can always go back to 0 to the regular pose and be fine. So now that key info is, you know the basics of key info and keying, and we can see our model move around like this. You can now go back to more vertex editing. So I'm going to go unfreeze my mesh. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to skin mode, envelopes, and I'm going to play around and grab some vertices. I'm going to assign this all to the hand just for the sake of putting it all towards the hand, like that. I'm going to assign this all to the forearm right here, like there. And this is just for the sake of just showing you the difference. So you'll notice that if I just play around with just curving the forearm here, I get that. And if I curve this forearm here, it's much, much different. So what you want to do, now that I fixed this one side, for instance, we'll call it fixed, after you assign vertices and to the right bones and blended it, click on your body and then click on envelope, and if you scroll all the way down here, you're going to see mirror parameters. Now if you go to mirror mode, if your orange plane that pops up is far away from the character, let's try and put it to default. Like this is how it was in the default. So you'll notice that as soon as you click mirror mode, you can click mirror plane X, Y, or Z, and then click X, we can change the mirror offset, and we're just going to want to drag the arrow. Remember, you can click on the arrows and drag it until it's in the center of the model, the exact center. So let's go to the front view. I'm going to look. There's the center. And I'm going to just try and get it as close to the center as possible. It may be a bit tricky. You know, I got to change some of this number here. You know, 22 out of 32. And then I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit finicky. But see, I'm getting a lot closer. If I get 13, about there. Can I do a 0.5? Oh, I can. There you go. So 5, 13.5 slash 32 inches. We're working in like a different type of format there. And then you can start seeing that the vertices are starting to blend a little bit. You'll see that on the left-hand side, the yellow or the green bones are starting to blend with the blue bones. You can increase the mirror threshold here. And you'll see if I select all this side, it's going to select everything on the other side. That means that those vertices will copy over from one to another. So you don't have to have them selected. What I'm going to do is click paste green to blue verts. So anything that's on this green bone side will paste over to the blue side. So if I do that, it should paste successfully. And now if I bend this arm, remember how different it looked? It curved a little bit differently. It curved in like this. So I'll go to my top view. I'll check it out. Yeah, curved in like that. Collapsed in. Should have the same, and I do. So all it was go to skin mode, envelope mode, scroll down, mirror mode. Okay. Make sure that the orange plane is right down the middle. Just adjust this number until it is. Mirror plane X mode. You'll see that the vertices line up. You'll see all the little green ticks and all the blue ticks. If they're green and blue, that's perfect, because if they're red like this, it means it's not going to work. If they're green and blue, it means it's going to work. And all you have to do is paste green to blue verts if you're working on the green side. If you're working on the blue side, click paste blue to green verts. And that's it. So that was a little brief summary of mirror mode and everything else. Thank you very much.